We have people come in and we get phone calls about first cold press olive oil all the time. But most of the time, people have no idea what that means. So I'm going to try and explain that to you real quick. First cold press has nothing to do with the timing of when you press the olive early in the harvest versus late in the harvest. First cold press is a term that is associated with traditional stone mills. So they would put the olives in the mill, they would crush it with a stone, and then that remaining paste they would take and they would spread on top of synthetic discs, stack those discs on top of each other. The press would come down, press those discs down, and the olive oil would come out the sides and be collected at the bottom. Now, what you could do afterwards is add hot water to those discs, press again, and additional oil would come out, but would be a low quality olive oil. In a modern day mill, there is no pressing. It's a continuous process with centrifuge so that the olive oil is separated from the water and the pumice, and then that stuff is discarded. So there's really nothing left to press. So you can't have a second press in a modern mill. If someone still has a traditional mill, because there are still traditional mills out there, there's pros and cons to a traditional mill. I personally think they're very inefficient and a little bit unsanitary, but that's a completely different story. But if you are doing a second pressing in a traditional mill, you're doing something wrong and you're not going to label it second press anyway. So if you're doing something wrong, you're going to label it as first press regardless. So you're never going to go somewhere and find second press, first warm, second press olive oil. It just doesn't exist. That terminology is from a traditional stone mill. It has continued because people expect to see it still, but really it's cold extraction is what is happening now. But that term continues to be used because people are expecting it, and it's really a marketing tool more than anything else.